Hey everyone, Desert Gold. Got a few things in the mail today and the day before. Parts that came in for my SBR build, so I'm always excited to see those things. I'm a little stuffed up today, congested. The wind's blowing and all the citrus trees are pollinating out here, so gets the allergies going. So let's start off with some of the things that I got this in today. Let's see what this is. I use my little bugger here to get into it. See what we got. Oh yeah, cool. Got my Phase 5 bolt assist lever. Just kind of trying to figure out which way I was going to go on this. You know, everybody's got their feelings about these kinds of things. I was originally looking at Magpul's bad lever, and then I was looking at Tactical Lengths and a couple others, and the two-piece levers just really never excited me too much. Phase 5 has got a very, very cool, I mean bad looking lever. I mean, it's just, that is pretty cool. It's a one-piece lever, and what you get in the package is obviously the lever and the pin, roll pin to put it in. I really like this. I think it's kind of cool, and it's just different than that straight bar that comes down on most others. So it's that's going in. What else did I get? Earlier I got ultra lightweight buffer system from TACCOM. As you can see, I'm still without my trigger assembly, and I'm still about a month, maybe a month and a half away from having that come in. But the type of trigger assembly or package that I'm going with dictates a very lightweight, fast-moving bolt carrier system. So I went with TACCOM's. It's an unusual setup, but it really is very, very lightweight. This obviously is a standard buffer out of a carbine length rifle or carbine, and it weighs in at 2.97 ounces. This is another one that I took a couple of the weights out of, and this weighs in now at 1.62 ounces. With the TACCOM, you get two, I want to say they're nylon type, hard nylon polymer plugs. Okay, sorry about that. Had somebody come to the door, and an old dog goes apeshit when somebody walks up. So anyway, getting back to this, TACCOM puts out this different approach to buffers, and I really like the idea. It's a two-piece system, and basically one obviously goes on the bottom, and there's one that's got a rubber, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, it's right at the tip there, there's a rubber pad. This one goes on the bottom of the spring, and it faces up, and then this one goes at the top of the spring. So in essence, let's show you this. Oh, here's another product I got in today, and that is buffer spring. This is the Tactical Springs Company, or Tactical Springs. This is Springco's red high power spring, heavy power spring, and they color code their springs. Obviously this one's the red. I think they've got an orange and a white based on the applications that you're going to be using them for. So in essence, let's just say, well, this is going to be my buffer system. So this is the one with the rubber on it. So that one would just go into the buffer tube. Actually, what I can do, go ahead and put it in the bottom. Okay. And then this one is the one that's going to go on top. So getting back to the buffer weights, remember this one is 2.97. It's a standard mil-spec buffer. This was the one I altered at 1.163 or something like that. This one is going to be the actual reciprocating buffer weight in this system, and it is 0.54 ounces, so a little over a half an ounce. This is ultra light, so you just put that on the top of the spring. Just like that. And you're going to have a very light buffer system. So that is going to be my reciprocal force. Also got on order Adams Arms light mass bolt carrier. Normal bolt carriers are somewhere around 9.5 ounces. The Adams Arm bolt carrier is going to be at 7.5. So I'm going to be picking up a lot of room here to dump weight with this recoil system. Also planning on putting probably a titanium firing pin, and it'll all come together once the trigger system comes in and I got it together. You'll understand what I'm doing, or hopefully people will understand why I've gone that direction. One last thing that I did pick up was I think this is probably one of the best lubricating oils. I think they market it as a CLP, but I mainly use it for lubricant, and this is Weapon Shield's oil. I picked up some of their grease too, but it is amazing how well this works. And you should check out some of the Weapon Shield videos, and they demonstrate how it just blows the other lubricants away as far as friction resistant. And I've seen it. I've done just some little experiments here and testing how it affects, slides and triggers. They say, and I haven't gone through and verified it yet, but they say that a couple of drops in your trigger assembly will take almost a pound off of the trigger pull. Whether that's true or not, I don't know yet, but I will find out. In any respect, what I've seen so far is just phenomenal as far as friction reduction. So that's basically where I'm at. We're moving along with, oh wait, I didn't get to the other part that I got in today. Where's that? Here we go. Almost forgot about this. I also got in the PWS, not POS, okay, PWS. From Primary Weapon Systems, their CQB 556. Muzzle brake and flash suppressor I've looked at a number of different muzzle brakes for short barrel rifles and pistol uppers, and I cannot find anything that I like better than what I see out of this. It's an unusual brake. I don't know if you can see it. Obviously, it's all black. It's got a very geometric and different kind of nose cone on it. It's the thing that I liked about it. It's a two-part system. I mean, if you just wanted to use it as a flash hider, you could just take off the nose cone and basically use it like that. But the thing that caught my attention is that in the nose has an actual cone system on it, similar in some ways to what you would see inside of a suppressor. And in fact, Primary Weapons had to establish with the ATF that it was not in fact a suppressor, although it, you know, you put this thing in the can and it in some respects functions like that. The noise suppression was not sufficient enough for the ATF to get all bugaboo about it. So now, as far as muzzle flash, there's absolutely none with this. Everything, the concussive forces all go out the front. Muzzle flash is reduced to basically a few sparks going out, and as you know, with short barrel rifles, there's a lot of unburnt powder that creates that big explosive fireball, and you can address things like that if you're a reloader with going towards you know, short barrel rifle oriented powders and different burn rates and things like that. But you know, if you've got a big stock or stash of federal or you know 193s or other factory manufactured 5.56 rounds, and you've got a lot of money invested in it, it'd be better served to try and deal with something like this and utilize your ammo that you've already got, as opposed to reloading a whole new inventory. But this is, you ought to check this out. It's Primary Weapon Systems CQB muzzle brake. There isn't anything on the market that touches this as far as for short barrel rifles, and covering both bases as far as flash suppression and a muzzle brake. Anyway, I've tied you guys up enough, so let's call it quits here. And as usual, everybody have fun, be safe. Desert Gold out.